Dear colleagues, I want to present the topic of our research is transformational processes of ensuring sustainable urban development, the realities of Ukraine. First of all, I want to say some words about purpose of our research. And the purpose of our research is to determine the state of 11 CDG in the realities of Ukraine and compare it with other sustainable development goals and determine the place of Ukraine in indicators of sustainable development. Within this goal, an analysis of Ukrainians' position according to indicators of sustainable development in dynamics was carried out. In the second slide, we can see measures to adapt the goals of sustainable development of Ukraine. And we can say about Science 2015, several reforms have been launched in Ukraine to implement socioeconomic transformation. In the other slide, we can see ranking and score of Ukraine according to the CDG 2022 index. And from this slide, we can see that Ukraine ranked 37th out of 163 countries. It's very good for Ukraine in this year, because in this year starts the war. In other slide, we can see the average value of achievement the goals of sustainable development in Ukraine. And research shows that in 2021, progresses in being made in Ukraine in achievement 12 of the 17 goals that determine the sustainable development of the country in the economic, social, and environment spheres. In this slide, we can see financial investments in CDG 11 in Ukraine within the framework of the state and private sector. And in general, in the world ranking of indicators of sustainable development, Ukraine holds not the worst, but also not the best position. Private investment financing of CDG 11, which include investing in urban development, can be assessed as high. And now I want to show that our cities that destroyed during the war, such as Mariupol, Volnovakha, Rubizhne, Popasna, Liman, Severodonetsk, and now very bad position, very bad situation in Bakhmut. They were completely destroyed. In this slide, we want to show the total amount of damage caused to the cities and territories of Ukraine as a result of the war. And in this slide, we can see the total volume of needs for the reconstruction and restoration of cities and territories of Ukraine as a result of a war. And as shown, according to the calculation made in 2022, extremely large losses. At the same time, it should be understood that the implementation of sustainable practice of cities and communities is not just a process that can be implemented in a month or 1 year. The post-war reconstruction of Ukraine and its further development should cover the management organization of sustainable territorial development as much as possible. The best international experience of rebuilding cities after the war shows that only an integrated approach based on sustainable development principles can restore the population well-being and social and cultural life. Dear colleagues, thank you for your attention.